Hi guys, it's just Charlie with a quick disclaimer. I want to apologise first of all for the audio quality this week. We had some technical issues I'm not going to bore you with, but we should be all back to normal next week. I hope you enjoyed the episode, but fair warning, I've done the best I can, but I'm not an audio tech. Hi guys, welcome back to Slash 2. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Kyle.
And what are we covering this week?
We're going to make a character.
Yeah, so basically a couple of weeks ago we spoke about what makes a good versus a bad character. So we're going to be showing off some of that at the minute. Probably more of the bad.
I noticed you've got a tray of dice.
I do have a tray of dice because there's a couple of ways we can go around this. Basically what we're going to be doing is over the next few foreseeable future...
Foreseeable futures.
Yeah. Could be weeks, could be months, could be years, I don't know. It depends on how long we keep up with this rubbish, how much mileage we think we can get out of it. Basically, we're going to be slowly building a fantasy world from scratch on the podcast. None of this is scripted, none of this is... This is the first time we haven't actually had a script.
It's weird, we've got a monitor with nothing on it.
I know. Thinking about it, that's probably a bad idea because we haven't talked about what we're doing next week yet and we don't have any advice ready and I don't know what we're going to do about that.
I'm going to think of something while we're doing the podcast. And then next week we will talk about it.
Yep. So completely unprepared, completely random. We're just going to go through. We've also got a couple of pens. I got purple, you got green. We're going to be making notes as we go along and I'll upload the sheet of nonsense afterwards because I have a feeling it's going to get kind of weird up in here.
Yeah, we've got a scanner, haven't we now? So we can, I can scan my bum into it.
No. Moving on. Yeah, so we're going to basically go through. This week we're going to just be making a character, our protagonist for our world. Like I said, there's a couple of ways around we can do it. We can try and come up with something off the wall ourselves. We can start by rolling some like basic D&D stats, seeing if that leads us into something nice.
Whoa. Like, don't even go to the stats yet. We need to pick what it is.
Yeah, we need to build, like, have a vague idea as to whether we're doing modern fantasy, high fantasy, not fantasy at all. We need to cover all that.
Yeah, is it going to have horns, a tail? How far up the Tesco shelves is it going to reach? You know, these are important because D&D characters come in all shapes, sizes, creeds and dangles.
Well, we don't actually have to make it a D&D character. We are making our own fantasy world.
I think we should make a D&D character.
Oh, that's so much work, though, getting all the character sheets out and doing a proper D&D character, Kyle.
Oh, well, we'll just do it, we'll wing it.
Do you want to just do a high fantasy, so it's based in D&D roots?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. But yes, we're going to start with our protagonist. Since you do obviously want to base it off a D&D character, and as I was saying about options, I've also got a website here, which is literally whothefuckismydndcharacter.com. Really funny little thing if you're struggling for ideas. Randomly generates.
Let's see what it does, because I want to click this button that says that doesn't make any fucking sense.
So this time we got a cool-headed elf ranger from a broken home who has gotten away with murder. That's kind of a boring one for this website.
Yeah, that's why the button says, I don't really give a fuck about that guy.
Helpful tiefling wizard from the Valley of Giants who always needs to be the centre of attention.
This could work for us. Even though the button says, give me a fucking another one. I think that would work quite well. A helpful tiefling wizard from the Valley of Giants who always needs to be centre of attention. That could be like that one person, everyone's friendship group that's just like, look at me, I am an attention whore. And then they get drunk and fall asleep and the rest of the party have a great night.
So one way or another, we're going to be rolling up and thinking up of what we want for our main character.
Yes.
So far we've established then this is going to be a high fantasy world.
Yeah.
High magic or low magic? Or no magic?
What's the difference? Does it involve how many marijuanas it has?
High magic means that magic is a common occurrence. Lots of people have magical ability. It's not particularly rare.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Magic is extremely rare. Not everybody knows it, so it's treated more specially.
Nah. Fuck that, high magic. I want to be able to use spells to make my morning brew and wipe my ass. You see where this is going.
Not like in Harry Potter where they poop on the floor and then magic it away. Thanks, J.K. Rowling. We all needed to know that information. I wish you could see the face Cass pulling right now.
Words evade me. Next they'll be telling me they fucked the owl. Your face!
No one's put that. No one's put that.
Like, seriously, like J.K. Rowling did one whole marijuana before she wrote that. She must have done.
People need to stop letting her near Twitter, basically.
A lot of people need to go away from Twitter. Randy Pitchford, looking at you. Anyway.
But yeah, so let's start. So what do we want to do then for base character?
So,
do you have some ideas?
Appearance or?
Everything. We can start with appearance and who they are. I mean, if we're going off based off a D&D setting, we need to pick our race.
Well, it's right there.
Do you want to use that one?
I thought we were using that one.
Well, we don't have to use that one.
Well, let's make it a female tiefling wizard that's like swole as fuck. So she's right muscly. She's like a waifu.
I'm writing this down.
I'm gonna draw it. I'm gonna attempt to draw it.
We should both attempt to draw it afterwards and post all our terrible, terrible art.
Yeah. So we got female tiefling wizard who's been lifting every single day, brah.
Swole.
Yeah.
Is on the sheet.
Yeah. She can cast whey and she just gets like a fucking protein shake whenever she wants. And when she casts her spells, wait for it, she casts her spells by flexing and posing.
You're talking about a punch wizard.
No, I'm not.
This is a thing that exists in D&D.
I know it is, and I've always wanted to make one. But like, no, seriously, like regular spells just cast fine, but if she wants to cast something proper beastly, she's got to be like, whoa, and like rub a bicep,
so
just to warm it up.
Just for the audience, just for our listeners, a punch wizard is a thing you can do in D&D. There is a feat where you can change your spellcasting ability into any ability you want. So technically you could cast spells with the strength stat, where you are just so beefy and so handsome and so muscular that magic happens.
Yeah, that's her backstory though. Like she got kicked out of wizard class because...
Okay, we need to reel back. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. So far we have a very strong female character with some magical ability.
Yeah, it would appeal to 90% of Twitter.
Maybe we should think a bit more about appearance for a minute.
Okay.
So being a tiefling, we have lots of options for her. I mean, in general, they are slightly taller. They live a little bit longer than humans, but not a whole lot. So she could be any age, really.
I suck at drawing. so much.
Don't start drawing yet. We'll draw later.
I'm excited.
I know. Let's just start with taking notes and get an idea. You can't draw before we even know what she looks like.
So let's say that
How
she's... Let's say she's in her mid-30s.
So she's getting on in years.
Yeah, she's coming on.
Oh my god, we're going to make a soccer mom, aren't we?
No.
We're going to get a can I speak to your manager?
She's not going to be Karen. But she's in her mid-30s. She's getting to that point in her life where she's going to buy the red sports car. She's going to join a book club for a fortnight. Wine's starting to look more appealing than Strongbow. You know, she's at that point.
She's getting ready for a midlife crisis.
Yeah, and the way she's venting it is through being swole.
Okay, so is that what's going to be our instigating factor that leads her on whatever her journey is then?
Yeah, she's basically going out of her way to either get laid or find some sort of new purpose in her life.
Cool.
But appearance-wise, maybe we should make her we should make a blackcurrant flavour. So she's gonna be purple.
So yeah, tieflings can be any natural skin tone.
Yep.
They also tend to lean towards blue and red shades. Purple's not too far.
I mean, I refer to all tieflings as their flavour because they are. I mean, I've got Zarthos as blueberry.
You can have some weird kinks.
your lime.
Yeah, or apple.
Yeah, or apple, or
kiwi.
Yeah, or avocado.
I don't think that would work.
Well, no, I don't think it would either. But yeah, so it's just funny sometimes to lighten the mood when you're in a horrible situation and it's like, I'm blue flavour.
But yeah, cool. So we've got a purple tiefling in her mid-30s. Then I'll put down 33. Yeah. Just as a ballpark figure.
Unusually long tail.
A very long tail, okay.
So like it could be used to hold things long.
Oh, you want a prehensile tail?
Well, no, but like maybe she could wrap it around stuff, but that's about it. I don't know. I'm just thinking out of the top of it. So she could be like, she's got a dumbbell like in each hand. She's got one on her tail. Like
that would be a prehensile tail.
Yeah.
There normally isn't a middle ground between like a standard tail and a prehensile one. It's one or the other.
I just thought some people were more skilled. Like how some cats can like point their tail at things and others can't. I thought it was just like a thing. That's an Alan Davis sketch, by the way, if anyone gets that. And the two cats are like, they're bringing a pigeon upstairs to the 3rd floor flat. And you could just point your tail through the gap. And the other cat goes, if I can fucking point my tail through, I've been pointing at everything. It's a good sketch, look it up.
Okay. Anyway, back on topic. Cool, so we've got a very long prehensile tail.
Yeah.
Perfect. Horns. Normally tieflings have horns, but she doesn't have to.
I think she does, but
okay.
I think they should like go like round.
Ram's horns.
Almost like ram's horns, but they don't quite loop, so they like come down to like here. They look almost like bangs, but made of horns.
Like she's got a bob almost.
Yeah.
Bob haircut. Okay.
Like bob horns.
Cool.
And they are the perfect circumference to hold a bagel in either side.
No.
Alright, I'm going too far, sorry.
We need to be semi-serious, otherwise this is going to go off track very quickly.
She's just going to be eating bagels and beating everyone up.
So we've got
Purple,
a nice muscular purple tiefling. So, I mean, there's more in appearance things we can come back to once we've got a better idea of her character. But that's a good, nice, strong base to work from. So we know that she's sort of midlife crisising, and that's probably what's going to push her to go on the adventure.
Yeah.
Do we think she's got a family?
Of cats, maybe.
So she's a crazy cat lady.
No. Let's not put that. Let's just say that she's that independent sort of 30-something-year-old woman, but she's got really pushy parents that are trying to get her to shack up and marry whoever walks through the door. Be like, look, he's nice, go marry him. Kind of.
At this point, you're like an old maid. You need to go and get married, or
and like make baby, but she's all like, nah, I like the gym and I like my home, sort of thing.
And that eventually is going to cause her to leave her home.
Yeah, and maybe we could just have this obligatory, I dated one guy once and it ruined my life and broke my heart, and that's why I fucking pump iron, or something stupid like that.
We don't have to at all.
Well, it just seems like every single D&D character has to have like a sob story, but it'd be cool if this one was like a complicated one that's more like I won't say political, but like it's more like it happened through an exchange of words rather than my whole family died, because that's all I seem to get.
Issues.
Yeah.
I mean, having pushy parents, that's absolutely normal for most people, so that's something people can relate to, so that's really good. It'll get people on her side.
Yep.
Now, so we know that she's got parents, and does she have any siblings, or?
Let's say that she's got like a slightly older sister who's like fucking amazing at everything.
Sister is boss ass.
Yeah.
Cool.
So like
So what's the sister doing?
So the sister's like fucking banging bitches and making loads of money, and she's the most talented fucking wizard in the land.
So I'm feeling that maybe she's not living with her parents, but is at maybe a specific magic school or something.
Yeah.
And it's very close by to where her parents are. They enrolled her. Her sister was maybe the golden child and has maybe gone on to be a teacher there. And
she's absolutely fucking flawless and never fucking misses a cast ever, and like some sort of D20 thought all the time.
Do we think that the reason she went into wizardry is more because she was being pushed to follow in her sister's footsteps than she actually wanted to?
Yeah, so like what I was thinking is that she was pushed into it to be like, why aren't you like your sister, kind of thing, and she's like, fuck's sake, mum. So she goes and does it and realises that she's crap at it, and one evening, let's say, after the class all laughed at her for turning one of their friends into a giant crab or something, like stumbled across a bunch of dwarf females that were like in this little like workout place, and
in the school gym.
Yeah, in the gym. She went into the gym not knowing what it was, and then she like the dwarves taught her to like get swole, basically, using some kind of special like thunder brew, shall we say, that like fucking.
You're saying she uses steroids?
You know, like we get like whey powder in real life.
It was a potion of strength.
Yeah, it was a strong potion that makes her swole. So like her sister's this like dainty little floaty thing, and she's like this sort of almost like tomboyish like fucking hench tiefling that's just like put a fist through stuff.
Yeah, she's tried studying hard, but it's not her sort of thing.
But the dwarf,
she's decent at magic because obviously she is a wizard primarily, but it's not what she wants to do.
But the dwarf...
She's not necessarily bad at it, she's just not as good as her sister.
But through, like, lifting and being strong, the dwarves taught her to, like, channel her, like, magic stuff.
Magic stuff. Why are you gesticulating to your crotch when you say that?
I wasn't. I was doing the I'm carrying a shaky box motion. So, yeah, she went and did all this dwarf training. And they got jealous because she could deadlift, like, everything.
Okay, cool. So that's her build-up before then. So she had some kind of overbearing parents. Her sister was the golden child. Her parents enrolled her at the same magic school, and while she does have talent, she's not exactly the best at it. And she's been pushing and doing her best, and her sister's now graduated, as it were, and become a professor there. And it's reached a point in her life where she knows that magic is useful, she's decent at magic, but it's not she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to sit in a stuffy classroom for her whole life, popping out babies like her parents want her to.
Maybe we should have maybe she should have a pivotal moment though. Like she got this frustration building up that you were mentioning, and it came to a point where her sister was sort of having a jab and rubbing it in.
No, I think the sister is actually kind of nice. I like it when we have in stories siblings that get along, because every time we see siblings in fantasy, they hate each other.
All right, well maybe we could make it.
It's nice to have something a bit like her sister is great and she loves her sister, but she isn't her sister.
Well, maybe we could have it where the parents are obviously being overly pushy, but she gets so angry that she punches her dad so hard she accidentally polymorphs him. Like, you literally slapped him into a fucking chicken. Obviously it'll wear off, but let's say she packs her shit and storms off and ends up on an adventure.
I think it'd be really good. So have you heard of the hero's journey?
No, I thought we were going to mention that meme when that guy figured out the mathematical equation of how hard you have to slap a chicken to cook it.
So I was bringing up the hero's journey. Because part of it is basically that the hero gets a call and they refuse it and then they pick up on it later. What might be nice is if she had come across either an adventuring party or someone who wanted to contract her to do something that would mean leaving, and she turned it down at first because of familial obligations. And then after this has happened, she goes, fuck it, storms out, meets them at whatever tavern it was, and agrees to go and do whatever the thing was.
What if we make it that it's her old dwarven gym buddies? And they're like, yo, we're going to go to another city and lift. Do you want to come with us?
There'd probably be more to it than that, but
yeah.
Have her friends be like...
Yeah, like old times, you know, that they'll drink lots of potions, they'll lift things, and they'll
what would work really well?
What?
One of them's getting married, and it's the stag or hen do. Because then it'll tie in thematically with everything that her parents have been pushing her for.
We'll make it a twist. It's a lesbian wedding.
That's not a twist. That's just still a wedding.
I know, but
that's fine.
It's
And it could be that they're all travelling to the dwarf capital for the wedding. They want to go back to their home. They want to go back and have the wedding there. She's been invited. She didn't want to let down her parents that much. It was too much. She would be better off staying here. And the night that they're leaving, all this comes to a head. She chicken punches her dad, grabs her as much of stuff as she can carry, and marches off and meets them ready to leave town. I think that's a good idea. I think next thing we need to do really is give her a name, because this is getting confusing. We're referring to her just as she all the time. Do you want to know some fantastic ways of making fantasy names?
Does it involve messing around with vowels and consonants?
I mean, that's one way. My favourite ways are to write a sentence and move where the spaces are. Take a real name and just shimmy things around a little bit.
Yeah.
So Evan became Iran in my game.
Mm-hmm.
ERRAN. I do that with names all the time. For example, let's have a look at our notes so far. So dwarf talk to lift. If we move some spaces around, Toli from the 2 and the first bit in the lift. Talpili on there for accidental polymorph.
I don't know.
Shio. Eris.
I'm thinking. What if we called her? Oh, I don't know. Like, I'm genuinely stuck.
So in D&D, tieflings tend to have either completely wild, fantastical names, or they are traits that they feel they want to embody.
Why don't we call
so
her
charity, patience, that sort of thing.
Well, because she lifts a lot, why don't we call her Dumbella?
No, we're not calling her. No.
Oh, Waylene.
No.
But spelled W.
No.
E.
No, please. We're doing so well at making it a semi-serious thing. It can be funny, but let's not give her a complete ridiculous
Waylene, your gym addiction's getting to us. We want some kids.
No. If it was a boy, I'd say we could call it Waylon, but...
Alright, what about Kevara?
Kiva?
K-I-V-A-A.
Kiva.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Kiva works.
Because that's like fantasy.
Because it's got 2 A's together.
Yeah, and a V. And like, I've only ever seen V used in like Russian names or Kievs. Because they're a thing.
Fantastic. So, Kiva,
Yeah.
do we want to give her a surname to start with?
Ooh, I don't know.
I really want to call her Armstrong, and I want her to get that name partway through the journey.
Alright. Because she wrestles an ogre.
I feel like everywhere she goes, she tries to get people into arm wrestling matches, and she ends up with the surname Strongarm because of that.
Yeah, right. Kiva Strongarm.
But she'll gain the Strongarm later in the journey.
Yeah.
The dwarves start calling her it. Perfect, so we have a name, Kiva. We now know a bit more about her background.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to cover a bit more about what she looks like? So, do we think she would have, uptight, sensible hair, just a ponytail, a pixie cut?
Like a tomboyish kind of cut. Don't know what that'd be. Yeah, so like.
I mean, I'm relatively tomboyish and I have quite long hair, so.
Yeah, let's say it's like a high ponytail or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
She just keeps it tied out of the way.
That shit gets in the horns.
So she's practical.
Yeah.
Cool. So practical.
You don't want to get caught in the machines. That's all that's make.
She probably ties it up with. I mean, what do you think? Do you think she just goes for something simple like string, or does she have like a ribbon that means something to her?
Maybe just a piece of string, perhaps,
yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Scrap of fabric, just whatever she has to hand.
Yeah, like a scrap of fabric with like a little like brooch pin or something on it to hold it all together.
Yeah.
So there's like that little bit of glamour, but that's literally it. I
also don't think she would probably wear traditional robes.
Nah.
Now,
what's the D&D equivalent of a tracksuit? Bearing in mind she's got hooves because she's a tiefling. Yeah,
so she probably has some quite basic sort of legging style trousers, I'm guessing. Probably leather, basic stitched working sort of trousers.
Big
stuff that's good for every day.
Big belt that provides mid support all the time.
I was going to suggest she'd probably wear sort of a very simple sort of corset for the belt, for the waist support, specifically for it. Especially as a woman who is going to be hauling around a heavy pack at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
They make specific backpacks for women campers and hikers with a high and quite thick strap around the middle.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Specifically for the core thing. So I'm thinking something like an underbust corset wouldn't be out of realm for her. Probably, again, very simple leather with a t-shirt, or, well, not a t-shirt, but a simple, maybe like a poet's shirt underneath. So it's practical, everyday, commoner clothes, but still is quite nice and can be, if she needs to flirt with somebody, she can, you know, undo a couple of the knots on the front, slide it off her shoulder and pretend to be a bit more effeminate.
I don't know, I think she'd be the kind of, like, girl who would, like, lift up the bottom of the shirt and be like, look at these fucking abs.
To be honest, she'd probably more just roll the sleeves up and deck somebody.
Yeah, she doesn't show any interest in making babies, but who's to
but
say that she
like,
doesn't,
something like a poet's shirt is easy to put on and take off.
Yeah.
It's that traditional sort of pirate 1800s white shirt that's slightly billowy and floaty. A very simple waistcoat, so it's not cinched in, it's just there for support. And
in terms of like what she's got, let's say she's got like a hand-me-down stave off her sister. We're like, it's like, I'd say it looks like kind of tacky, but it's got a sweet ass fucking gem in it.
Yeah.
And it has a little like ball of light that swirls around it when she holds it, but like when it's like dormant, there's nothing there.
Okay, what World of Warcraft item are you describing, Kyle?
That could be any. Normally it's like an enchantment, like flame, like the flame lash thing. Fucking hell, that's going back to like Burning Crusade. But like when you used to be able to enchant your weapon, like flame weapon, and you'd have like a little fireball, like flying around the bit that you put at the bad people.
The sharp pointy bit.
Yeah, or if it's a mace, it's the flat bit. But yeah, I thought it would be quite cool. So when she's like getting angry and she actually gets the staff out, it's like this fucking thing going around it, and it's like, it's fucking go time. Yeah,
well, bearing in mind as a wizard, something like the staff is very much, normally you have a staff or a wand. But if she's using it, she could use it more like a bow staff in karate, where it's an actual weaponized stick of wood.
Yeah, because she's fucking
I think she's probably multi-classed, if we are talking about D&D terms, into maybe monk, because they are close quarters combatants, they are unarmed strikes, and with things like staves and bows.
She's like a shitty wizard that can punch things.
Yeah, well, she's multi-classed. She's multi-classed. She's got like half and half of the levels, and her parents don't like the monk levels. But anyway, so we know where she came from. We know about her family. We know why she's leaving now.
Yep.
We know what she looks like.
Yep.
So we've got a nice, good, strong base here to build off of. Now we know where she's going. She's going to the dwarf capital for this wedding.
Wherever that is.
Yeah, wherever that's going to be. We'll get there. We'll do some world building episodes. We'll do some city building episodes. But while we're here, why don't we talk a bit more about the area she grew up in? So we know there is a magic school nearby.
Yep.
Because that's where her and her sister go.
Yep.
Are we thinking it's a small nearby farming town that feeds them, and they are aided in return? They are, helped at harvest times and stuff. Or?
You could say it's like a crossroads sort of little town village, and there's quite a lot of trade going on, and that's how the magic school get their supplies. Because
it's probably best then if it's a port town.
Yeah.
Because then it would bring in a lot of supplies, a lot of trade, and also a lot of magic users. Yeah,
so, and they're like, I'm going to port because I'm going to travel to this fucking place so I can learn how to chuck spells. And yeah, so it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So we know it's in a port town. We should really come up with a name for the school and a name for the town. And what her parents' trades are as well.
Well, we could say that, like, obviously Mum's, like, come from a descendant of spell chuckers.
Well, you know what the most important thing is here that we haven't done yet?
What?
So we know that she's friends with dwarves and that they are heading to the dwarven capital.
Yeah.
What's the primary race in the area she's grown up in? Is it human land? Is it an elven land? Tieflings tend not to create their own.
Let's say it's mixed human and tiefling sort of thing.
There's a strong tiefling presence here.
Yeah.
But it's probably in a human kingdom then.
Yeah. Okay. But like the humans that are in the area think they're really suave and they're always trying to hit on the tiefling women, and then they come back with less teeth than when they started.
Especially if they're hitting on the Kiva. That's perfect. So it's a human port town.
Yep.
So with human towns we can use names from the standard sort of British ones usually.
Yeah.
If that's the route we want to go with our humans.
So is this what part of the world with? North, south, east, west, or?
It doesn't really matter to start with. We can certainly make that. I said that's probably going to come more in the world building ones. It's just so we have a solid idea of who Kiva is. We need to know where she comes from.
Or we could call it like, I don't know, like...
With the magic school there, I mean, is the magic school dedicated to a specific school of magic?
No.
Or is it just like hall of knowledge?
It's like mixed arts. Like, there's arcane, there's fire, there's whatever else, frost.
So how about we just call the school then the Arcane Hall of Knowledge?
Okay, that works for me.
It sounds really pretentious, so I think she would be not very happy with it in general, but it means that other people hold it in high regard, so that she can take the piss out of it.
Yeah. I love how you started at the bottom and worked up.
Well, I figured we were both going to be writing on here, but you've not written anything.
You expect me to write? Have you seen my writing?
I know, that's half the fun.
I was going to draw.
Well, we're both going to draw at the end. We're going to draw our own versions.
Oh my god, this is going to be great.
It's going to be hilarious. But that's perfect. So, the school's the Arcane Hall of Knowledge. The AHOK.
Should we just
the AHOK. AHOK.
Should we just call it like... Should we just call it like Stockport?
We can't call it after somewhere that actually exists like round the corner from us, kind of.
Oh, come on, it could have a hat museum, just like the real place. Or we could call it like Port Crystal, or like... I don't know. Like, some sort of trade thing?
I'm just trying to think.
Maybe there could be a druid shipping company there called Feral Express.
Why are you like this?
It's just fun.
Tidwell.
Tidwell. It's like Tideswell, but I just took a chunk out. I just did what you did. I just checked things out and rearranged shit. And then we Tidwell. Or we could call it Bridgeport. I don't think that anyone who has an RX-7 or knows what I'm on about, I didn't even actually intend that. But Bridgeporting's a thing.
We could do that, and it could get its name from the fact that the school is on an archipelago, or whatever the word is for that.
You mean an island, not a musical note?
I'm sure.
Arpeggio.
No, archipelago. Yeah, no, there's an actual word, Kyle. There's an actual word that means...
Oh, we're going to have a fight on the cast. Put arpeggio. Oh man, I can't wait to see this. Is it even a thing?
Yeah.
An extensive group of
Archipelago.
islands. Archipelago.
Archipelago. I'm going with that pronunciation. Archipelago.
I'm just going to call it an island.
I knew it was a thing.
It's an island.
Just off the shore that's connected with a bridge, and that's where it gets its name.
Yes. We'll go with that. A bit like is it the Thieves Guild or something?
No, it's actually the College of Winterfell. It's a magic college that you get a bridge over to it.
You know exactly which game I'm referring to with that, don't you?
Skyrim.
Yeah, where you go across that fucking long ass bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't. I fucking guessed.
Yeah, it's the College of Winterhold.
But we've called ours something more pretentious.
Yeah, the Arcane Hall of Knowledge at Bridgeport.
Yep. The first thing you learn when you go to this college is how to conjure a soy latte.
Cool, that's fine. So we have a nice, strong base for our main character. So we know who she is. We need to come up with some basic character traits for her.
Okay.
So I'm thinking stubborn and hot-headed makes sense with her backstory so far.
I would say a little bit different. So She sees a situation, she quietly thinks to herself about what she should do, and she could be like...
She punched her dad into a chicken.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
No.
She's not
a great thinker, that's the point.
No. She's a good thinker, but she's a bad decision maker. So let's say she sees something unfolding in front of her and she goes, I could stop this by just going in and going, oh, excuse me, or I could hit them. I think I'm going to hit them. That kind of thing. She knows the answer.
I think it's going to be more that she works on gut instinct, and as soon as the fist connects, she realises this was a bad idea.
Yes. But she's
a delayed thinker.
Yeah. So she thinks like better after a punch. This could be a trait later on in the game. Like the game. Yeah, we'll make this into a game eventually. We'll make a character sheet off thing.
Well, that's the thing. What we're going to have to do now is we're going to slowly build this entire world, and we're going to have to actually make a game based on Kevara Strongarm and the story.
I may have to steal this character if Zarthos dies.
No! No.
Why?
Stop looking at me like that. She's for the podcast. We can't have it interfering.
No, but maybe we could make our own little thing eventually where we can...
Our own D&D campaign based on it.
Yeah.
No, God, no. That's fine. It's fine. So she's a delayed thinker. So it's not that she's dumb. It's just that she acts first and then feels guilty about it later.
Yeah. Or maybe sometimes there could be an act of frustration there where she punches the person that's annoying her, allowing her to think clearly. Because they're now silent and on the floor in pain. I don't think she's a bad person. She's got a good heart, good intentions, and also
resorts to her fists too quickly.
Extremely good weapons on the end of her arms.
Yeah. Okay, we've got a good base for her. Obviously, the more we build this character over several episodes of this, the more she'll come together. Yeah. But I think something that's important while we're doing specific character creation is that we sort out a couple of the other characters around her.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, number one, how many dwarves are there that she's travelling with?
Not 7.
No, she's not travelling with 7 dwarves, Kyle.
That's why I said not 7.
I was thinking like 3 or 4. 5 at a push.
Let's say 5, and then she's number 6, so it's a nice round number. So there's 5 other dwarfs. Obviously, they're all also strong.
Why were they at the magic school?
Because they all showed exceedingly good talents in their dwarvy things, and they wanted to learn fire. They wanted to become proficient with fire spells because dwarves like.
We don't have to fall into stereotypes, Kyle.
No, but I think it makes it easier for a lot of people that don't understand, but then do get the stereotype. Whereas dwarves are good with manufacture and.
I mean, to be honest, what we want is a well-rounded party.
Mm-hmm.
So, of these 5, we want a few different, including probably a couple of magic users.
Yeah. So let's say like I said that we've got some magic users in there. Let's say like one of them's like just a friend who's like a very good brawler. Like she's like a bit of a tank or something.
Well, we could have a herbalist.
Yeah.
Who has gone for extra training. I mean, in theory, they're all from this big city, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're all childhood friends that have come here, and they're sort of adopted here.
Yeah. And when because there was 5 of them, like when they were kids, they sort of made their own like little like adventure party, and they all decided which skills they were going to take together at that point, and they were going to be like the fucking Iron Sisters or something, and just be like, could you imagine like a party of 5 angry dwarf females kicking the shit out of kobolds?
We are allowed some men in this story,
Yeah, but do you not think that back in those days there'd have been gender segregation in the school?
It doesn't have to be. It's our world. We can have whatever we want. Also, it's fantasy. I'm sure people have got more things to worry about.
Maybe we shouldn't assume the genders. Maybe we should make the characters and then see what the genders are revealed as.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
I was taking the piss, but if you want to roll with it, let's do it.
Yeah. So we've got the one's a herbalist.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Bear in mind,
cleric.
They don't have to be basic things.
What about like a cleric paladin hybrid? So it's just a cleric that just gave up and got a fucking sword and shield and was like, fuck this.
Clerics can be tanks, Kyle. Clerics can be tanks.
I know.
So we'll put down cleric, for one. They will have an interest in magic and stuff like that anyway. So we've got a herbalist. I'm going to put / alchemist.
That's a deadly combination. So yeah, so we've got a herbalist, alchemist, and a cleric. We could have a fighter, perhaps, and that's where our
just sort of tagged along for the other magic users because they didn't want to be left out.
Yeah, let's go with that. Maybe a bard.
You want a bard in the party?
Fuck yeah, I want a bard in the party. She's gonna need some tunes to fucking crack skulls to. Mm-hmm. So a bard, inspiring aura and fucking widdly, and then she's just there like bang, bang, fucking bang, like some bar fight where she throws a man through a brick wall.
Okay, cool. So we've got 4 here out of 5.
Yep. Can you have shamans?
I mean, it doesn't have to be D&D, Kyle. It's our world. It can make whatever we want.
Let's make it a shaman.
Okay. Shaman's probably closer to a druid.
Nah, they're two separate things.
I meant in D&D world. You would make a druid and skin it as a shaman.
I won't want to skin a druid, that's mean.
Please don't do this. Why are you like this?
No, but I totally get it. But yeah,
so
like
who's getting married?
The shaman to a druid.
Why do you like this?
The best man's a fucking totem.
Why are you like this?
Entertaining.
Come on, we're hitting close to 45 minutes. So who's getting married?
The shaman to a druid.
No, I refuse.
Okay, let's say it's the cleric.
Okay.
To her childhood sweetheart, who's a blacksmith, and he makes all her weapons and shields for her because he loves her and wants her to be safe. Oh god, yeah, it's a female blacksmith.
Is one of the party the blacksmith?
No.
Okay. Then how has she been keeping up this relationship for like 10 years?
It's fucking magic. How do you sext in magic worlds?
Yeah, exactly.
Like they get like the frequent visits. So like because it's a port town, her wonderful hulking, muscly, strong GF makes the trade runs and also makes her own personal trade runs while she's there. So once this dwarven coitus is out of the way, she returns back to the city.
So is the blacksmith with them then?
No, not right now.
Oh, so it's more like she proposed. They had this beautiful little proposal set up, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And went back home, leaving the cleric to gather her stuff, so she could make the journey home.
Yeah, because they've all finished. Yeah, they've obviously they're all old enough to have finished the studies.
Well, I think the whole point of the school is that you come and you study for as long as you feel you need to. You do what is right for you. Because obviously different races have different lifespans. Yeah. So dwarves live, 400-500 years, whereas a tiefling will live maybe 150.
That's still pretty fucking sweet.
But humans will be at the school and they'll only be living until they're about 80, 90. So they've got different timescales in which they will learn, and obviously everybody learns differently anyway. Yeah. So it's more that people who are already adept at magic come to learn more magic. There are classes available, there are teachers who will do one-on-one and obviously lectures and stuff. There is a great library and there's labs that you can practice in. Well,
we could say that our character sort of flunks her way through courses just so she has gym access.
I don't think she's dumb. She is good at magic because otherwise it wouldn't be her primary class.
Yeah, but I think
it's just not what she wants to focus on.
She's tired of the bullshit.
She's studied really hard all of her life to impress her parents, and she's now reaching that point where she's just done with it.
Yeah.
Like, she's happy with the amount of magic she knows. She really doesn't want to be doing this anymore.
Yeah, but she feels that maybe physical strength is valued just as much as
intellect.
Yes.
Cool. That's absolutely perfect. So we've got a really strong base. We've got an idea as to who her travelling companions are, so I think we'll leave it here for now.
Yep.
Next time we pick this up, I want to develop more, maybe about the companions, and maybe look at a bit of world building.
Definitely.
So have a look at building more around the town or around the capital, so we know where our end goal is.
Yep.
And we can start building a story from there. Now, I don't know when we'll be covering world building in general, and so when we will be covering this topic. To pick up again in the future, but keep an eye out, guys. We'll keep doing this. It's quite fun to sit here. I don't know what it's going to be like listening to it. And it's quite fun sitting here and being creative for a bit.
Yeah.
And like I say, things have flown a lot easier than I thought they would from this. I wasn't expecting this to be anything like that easy.
Well, this is quite fun. I like to let my imagination run wild, and now we've got this fucking swole ass tiefling who's gonna punch her way to the top.
Yeah, this is my OC. Do not steal.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we'll continue anyway, and we'll start developing some of the stories of Kiva. You know what I think would be a fun episode to do next week that will lead into more of this?
Yeah.
Magic items.
Ooh, yeah.
Cover our favourite magic items and special items, and we can come up with a MacGuffin for the world afterwards.
I also think off the back of this, we should also cover our favourite magic items in video games.
Yes, exactly. That's what I figured. Yeah. So next week we'll cover magic items, and then the week after we'll do another talky talk like this, unplanned, unscripted, with making a magic MacGuffin for the world we're building.
Yes, I like that.
Or maybe multiple. We'll see how much time we've got.
Indeed.
But that's perfect. Do we have any advice for people?
Well, they know what we're getting next week, but I will give some advice to them. A little bit off topic, shall we say, based off a piece of hardware I've acquired. A lot of you are out there are our age, or at least in your mid to late 20s, early 30s. Never forget about Clippy. You know.
God.
Never forget about Clippy. I've recently.
I couldn't forget him even if I tried. He haunts my nightmares.
Yeah, I've recently acquired a 1999 Sony Vaio laptop with Office 97 on it. I open Word and who greets me? Clippy. Surprise, motherfucker!
After all these years.
And you know what? Still got your back. You want some help with that document? We got you. Never mind, it's 2019. So yeah.
Clippy is always there for you.
And I'd pour one out for him, but I don't have anything to drink right now.
Yeah, and you're not pouring out my tea, sorry. Not on the carpet.
Yeah. But thanks for listening to my boy Clippy and everyone else out there who's listening.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it's a little bit different, but I enjoyed it and I hope we can do some more of it anyway. Yeah,
throw us some feedback. If you like it, like get on it. Maybe at some point we can get some user interaction going.
Yeah, throw some ideas for stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, I'd like to do more of this and, like, say, build an entire world and an entire story for Kevara.
See, what I'd like to do in the long run with this,
Sorry, I just called it Kevara. It's Kevara, isn't it?
Kevara, yeah.
I kind of like Kevara.
We'll flip a dice. It's fucking. Like,
would you like to? I actually got the dice out and we haven't used it for anything.
Odds is fuck you, evens is fuck whatever.
What set of dice do you like best of mine?
Shut your eyes, pull one out, roll it.
I've got to find a D4, so I need to know what set I'm looking at.
NA.
Okay, hey, this is a new set. It's blue and white.
Am I rolling it?
Yeah. Evens is Kevara and odds is Kevara.
Okay. For the benefit of the cast, let's have a moment of silence so they can hear this hit the paper.
D4s don't roll very well.
I'm not rolling it again, it's a 3.
It's a 3, so Kevara it is.
Nice.
Cool.
Excellent. So,
Kevara Strongarm.
Just to finish off, I'd like this to become something bigger. So, we're making this character, we're making this world. People that are listening to this now, you know, if we pick up enough subscribers and we get an interest, we'll open a Discord. And maybe we can run a text adventure with this world and let people add their own characters into it, so we all build this huge-ass world together. Yeah,
we do a lot of stuff together. It'd be nice as well if when we're a little bit bigger we can get in some more guests, like when we had James on, and make characters with them to appear in the world.
Yeah, so the end game is to eventually have a session run on this.
Or enough that put together, enough of the story and enough of the world put together, that we can flat out make a game.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah, and we could get a bunch of people involved, and we could have people drop in and out as they please, and we can zip to different scenarios, and I might even end up DMing part of it myself.
Yeah, you can try DMing. It's hard. Luckily, we're doing all the prep for you.
I'm going to go and cry now.
But yeah, it's good, and we're going to be putting in, you guys, anyone on YouTube can see right now, we're going to pop them up on screen. If you're not looking right now, you can check out Facebook and Twitter. We'll be posting up pictures, the pictures we've drawn of Kevara. Feel free to send in fan art, I guess. I know no one's really listening to us at the minute, but if you guys want to draw some doodles, like I say, we're not artists by any stretch of the imagination, so you can see how terrible ours are. Send us in some shit. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, do it, but just don't do like they did on the Smash Bros. Level Maker and send us loads of cocks.
Yeah, and if you send them us, we'll stick them in maybe next time we cover this subject. Instead of having our normal little graphic, we can have in the YouTube video a slide of our favourites.
Yeah, we can stick a gallery on the Facebook group.
Cool. Obviously, if you do want us to do that, mark down that you're giving us permission and put your signature on it. We don't want to.
Yeah.
Be art thefts.
Art thefts.
We don't want to be an art theft.
Yeah. Accidentally a whole artwork.
But yeah, that's it for this week, guys. We hope you have a great week, and we'll speak to you soon.
And have a happy Jesus Egg weekend.
Yeah, it's Easter. We're recording this, so hopefully you got all your presents from Zombie Jesus of chocolate, and it all went well.
Bye for now.
Bye.